Here we are, orangutan gang.
Changing subject.
Mhm.
No, I can't seem to get a straight answer at all on the nipple situation.
I think this was recorded before I knew that you could do the trick where you can ride on top of the oil barrels, which you can do at the start of this level. If you rebound the drum off of the tree, you can jump on it and ride it through, I think, to like there.
It's a pretty neat trick. I don't think I've ever pulled it off myself. What is it? Jump and then down and B on a moving barrel? It's something like that.
No, you basically just have to jump on the moving barrel.
Oh, just jump on the moving barrel. Does that also... Surely that doesn't count for the ones thrown by the enemy. Those would
No,
let you, even if
it doesn't work for wooden
jumped on
barrels,
top.
only the metal ones.
Alright.
And this level also, I believe, has the absolute most bonus rooms. I think there are like 6? At least 4. Probably 5, though.
Maybe you need that many lives to get through it.
No, not me.
Well, no, not you, no. You're a gaming... giant. What was that meant to be?
Nothing. Making good use of those 50 lives I have.
Yeah, maybe it was just a glitch in the cursed recording.
Keep biffing the oil drum on things, hitting them on the backswing as I'm about to throw them forward.
You can do it.
I certainly can.
I believe in you.
The trick to riding oil barrels, I knew existed inside of Donkey Kong Country 3, because that's... If you wait on the title screen, it will show you various advanced tricks.
In the screen demo.
Yeah. Such as one is you can have Dixie ride on top of Kiddy Kong like one of those oil barrels.
Yes, you can.
It's interesting what advanced moves there are inside of these games, and how much you just don't need them most of the time.
I think they're sort of there because they can be, not so much because they necessarily should be. Oh wow, you have to chase it.
No, you don't have to. You could just carry it the whole way there.
Oh right, okay. So it's a little clever, not extremely clever.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, that's where the warp I take sends you to.
Ah.
So, of the 4 Kongs you play in the Super Nintendo games, which one's your favorite?
I mean, I like Diddy's cartwheels, I really do, but I like the fact that it doesn't take 2 hits for Donkey Kong to kill most things. It only takes 1. And to be honest, that makes Donkey Kong better. But of course, then Diddy doesn't need to take 2 hits to kill things in Donkey Kong Country 2.
The only thing Diddy takes 2 hits to kill in this game are the armadillos. Anything else?
What about the?
He can't kill altogether, or he just has to roll.
Yeah. I was about to say the giant guys, the blubbers.
Crushes you can't kill, and clumps you can roll into, but I don't think I knew that at this point.
Well, so if we were ignoring DKC, I would say Diddy, but taking into account the fact that Diddy is extremely weak in DKC, I would probably say Donkey Kong is my favourite of the 4 playable Kongs. How about you?
Can ground pound and make bananas appear.
Banana Slammer.
Diddy's probably my favorites too, because he's speedy and not so small.
I was going to say that he plays guitar, but that's not until Donkey Kong 64. It's Dixie who has the guitar in DKC 2.
Yep, he has a boombox and Battletoads there.
Yeah, I thought it was weird how it went Donkey Kong Country, Battletoads, and Donkey Kong Country 3.
Yeah, but viewers will have to figure out what we're talking about later.
I'm sure we'll explain in depth when we play Battletoads. We'll have to decide if we want to include the name of the offending person or not.
No, let's not pick on him that much.
Let's not crack open that barrel of DK.
The barrel of bananas.
Barrel of bananas. Oh, so getting the Kong letters doesn't affect getting the exclamation mark
Nope.
for this stage.
And collecting Kong letters is a thing that you really only need to worry about in Retro Studios' Donkey Kong Country Returns series, which, as nice as those games are, they're not Donkey Kong Country.
I like Tropical Freeze. I don't like Returns.
Why don't you like Returns?
Well, if I could pin it down to one thing, I would say blowing the ground. But if we're talking about more than one reason, there's things that just annoy me, and I'm not even sure why. Like, having a map screen that's just your character's face on a coin is...
It's not as neat as seeing your characters walk
Exactly.
around.
Seeing the character on the map screen. Now, with Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze, they fixed that. Yeah, that one.
And Winky's bonus stage, I think, is the one I'm best at, if I recall.
But he hops over the small ones on the floor.
Yeah, but there's plenty around that it doesn't really matter too much. Especially with the knowledge of where all the giant tokens are.
So is there a point where it limits the amount of lives you can get from one of these stages, or does it,
I don't know what the limit is. I'm pretty sure I've got as high as 800 before. It's probably a cap of like 999 or something. That's what I'd assume anyways.
Maybe I'll take the game apart at some point and edit the RAM address to see if I can get higher than 999.
Oh, avoid the warranty.
Where I'm going, there's no such thing as warranty.
I like how the bees are blue in these ice stages.
I like how the time of day and weather changes as you go through them.
Well, this bee is yellow.
He's not feeling as cold as the other bee. They're called zingers, aren't they?
Yep. Oh, there's an icy bee.
Oh, I remember that particular bit. I've died a few times on this section, because I remember it.
Oh, I did know the barrel trick. Huh. Wonder why I didn't use an orangutan king.
Maybe you were trying to and just kept messing it up.
Oh yeah, because at the start I biffed on the one bee up with the backswing.
Oh my gosh. YouTube is eating the frame rate on this level as well.
It's because of the snow effect.
Yeah.
Not enough blast processing to be able to handle that.
Oh, nicely done.
Nicely done indeed.
No, it was just the gibbering from Diddy Kong right beforehand that got me.
Tell you what the worst animal buddy in this game is, though. Squawks.
What does he do? Does he hold a light in this game?
Yep, he gives you seizures.
I can't say I've ever experienced a seizure at the hands of Squawks.
Oh, are you epileptic?
No.
That would be why.
I don't know. I
Same
watched.
reason I don't like Glimmer.
I watched Electric Soldier Porygon and that hurt my eyes. But it didn't give me a seizure.
That was a rather extreme episode.
It was.
Thankfully, it has no bearing on anything else in the show.
So it's extremely easy to cut it and nothing will ever be lost. Except the fact that it had a decent storyline for a Pokemon episode, and it was ridiculous enough to not be at all believable. And that's what I miss most about that episode being cut. Like, they went inside a computer to destroy a computer virus, and it turned out that it was Team Rocket inside the computer trying to steal Pokemon, like...
We also introduced the Pokemon Porygon Zero, which is Porygon with a zero on its head.
Yep. That is correct. I completely forgot about the special Porygon in that episode. It's a rather pretty level archetype, isn't it?
Crystal Caves.
Of course, there was Crystal Caves in Donkey Kong 64, but I don't remember it being anywhere near this pretty.
That's because this stage is built around having these ice crystals everywhere, whereas Crystal Caves in DK64 just had a few crystals here and there as set pieces. Really.
A giant cave with 1 or 2 crystals in it.
Yep, to make it seem not as boring.
That's DK64 through and through, though.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to convince you it's not boring.
It's not a bad game. That's what I have to say.
Well,
it's not a bad game, but it's by no means the best of collectathons.
By my rules, it's a bad game if it's basically unplayable. So DK64 is not a bad game because it is at least playable.
Except for Beaver Bother, that's not playable.
Sorry.
Now, does TK Vine have any explanation for how the ropes suck you upwards?
Back to Google. TK Vine. How would I word this? Was there a colour for the ropes? They're purple, aren't they?
The purple ones, I believe, suck you upwards.
Purple rope. No results for DK Vine Purple Rope. Okay. Maybe they've got a specific name for it.
Conveyor rope? Anti-grav rope?
I'm going to type it out in full. Ropes that pull you upward. Okay.
Here's one now.
I can't find an answer.
What exactly is the history with DK Vine here, anyways?
It's a Donkey Kong fan site.
Isn't it also now defunct?
Oh no, they're pretty active. They're doing lots of coverage of Sea of Thieves at the moment.
Because it's made by Rare?
Not because it's made by Rare. They argue that it exists within the Rare archipelago.
Of course, because the sea.
Well, there are some things that Rare have put in the game that basically suggests that it's within the Rare archipelago.
Archetype.
One of them is the existence of Crescent Isle from DKR. It's in Sea of Thieves. I got my friend to sail to it so I could see what it looked like.
Mm.
And it layout-wise, yeah, a little bit, I guess. It's more in name than in actual form, but...
Is Captain Black in the game?
There was a captain that looked like Captain Black in one of the trailers.
Be a real missed opportunity if they don't put him in some way.
I reckon they'll put Black Eye in at some point.